Hello all and welcome back to oh my goodness, my throat. Welcome back to Valorant Beltway battles. We are in top 16 elimination matches now. Today we have wait, I clicked off it. We have
VESPA and UMW today.
yeah, VESPA versus UMW. Lumi, do you have any perspective on both these teams and who's the favorite going into this?
Well, I think VESPA is going to be a favorite. I'm honestly pretty surprised with how much they've been able to do as of recent. From what I've been informed, they're not actually like a dedicated, how do I put it? A dedicated team. They're more of a club. So the fact that they've been able to kind of kick it into high gear is pretty impressive. I'm very excited to see how the day goes.
Yeah, it kind of proves that all you kind of need for not all you need, but it's such a big contributor is not the backing behind you. It's not the funding. It's the pure grit, the persistence of the players. And let's see how they're going to do today against, yet again, the backed UMW.
All right, going into the map ban system, VESPA banning Split, UMW banning Bind, two very safe map choices. Honestly, with the way the meta's been, it's kind of, some teams have these maps stacked, but Ascent, Haven, two very comfortable, safe maps. The meta's been explored. We basically have it down to a T. I'm really excited to see how they're going to come into this one.
I know Ascent is pretty figured out now, right, in terms of comp, but at least for Haven, it's a little bit up in the air on, what is it, the choice between your initiator, right? Initiators.
Yeah, especially as a recent, we've been seeing a lot of double controller as well, has been sneaking its way in. So I'm pretty excited. I know last time I personally casted an event here, on Ascent especially, we had a Reyna pick, and I was very excited, and it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. So I'm hoping we see some consistency. It's looking like meta comps already.
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. I mean, I feel like since the beginning of time, the Ascent comp has basically just been this, right?
Yeah, and I mean,
Omen for Astra when Astra was a thing, and Killjoy for Chamber when Chamber was a thing. But I've literally never seen no Jet, no Sova on this map.
exactly. And even after the Jet nerfs, I mean, like, she's still probably the most dominant duelist and competitive player right now. Especially with the KJ. KJ's insane. KO is still really, really good. But I mean, we're looking at the mirror matchup here, and I mean, it's really going to come down to who has these strats more refined, who's got more experience, and realistically, who's a better team rather than a better group of individuals.
Yeah, I mean, look at this match. We see VESPA is starting on attacking side here. What does this mean for the tempo of the match? Who's going to end up setting the rhythm for the match at first?
Well, honestly, I'm looking, especially out of our defense side, one thing that I've been seeing a lot recently is just not enough space taking. We're finding out very late in the rounds when these hits are coming out. I really want to see our defense team playing a little bit more aggro to find this info, and it looks like we're setting up for some kind of mid-fight here.
Yeah, it definitely seems like UMW trying to push the button a little bit. They have, what is that, 4? Oh, yeah, 3 looking near mid right now. Tech looking to commit to this mid fight as well, so we might be shedding blood as soon as the round starts.
Looking like a pretty safe vision strikers. We're about to find out though, but very heavy mid test from both teams here. Early picks out of both sides, great refrags, and I mean, VESPA's basically traded out. This is their round so far.
Yeah, this is looking fantastic for them. UMW has just completely lost mid control here, and now if VESPA wants to, they can lurk up that mid, and they don't have the Killjoy utility in place to stop them from taking all that space.
I mean, you also, like, we look at this map space, right? We're 1-1-1 pretty much, and we have no info, right? We have this attacking Omen top mid lurk, could be deadly. And our KJ with no util kind of has to face check everything.
Especially in these pistol rounds where she doesn't have access to too much util, those individual pieces mean so much. And Death getting a quick pick now, evening it out, but VESPA able to make it out on site, and that Omen lurk that you were talking about before, it might really make a big impact. It doesn't really seem like they have any clue that he's there.
Depending on the timing here, if the defending team is fast enough, this lurk will not matter. But Jet finding 3, nice strong 3K, alright. Blind comes out, they know Omen's market.
But I mean, Omen's choosing to announce his presence here, and what that means is that now UMW has to split their attention. It seems like they just have to take these ones they don't want to take, but Death able to find 2.
Turret destroyed.
And what a strong round. Originally, what looked like VESPA was going to win it all. I don't know how you lose that.
I mean, we were talking about it before. Omen choosing to split off the attention of the KJ and Sova there. You are putting them into bad 1v1s, but 1v1s are 1v1s, and we saw their death of definitely won his.
And I mean, especially with the double setup on site, I mean, like, there's a lot of different ways to play that round. I expected the attackers, like, post-play to funnel out and fight with their Omen. But Death somehow finding both off of their double hold. I think they were playing high-low. I mean, that's just crazy to me. And we're going into this round eco disadvantage with pretty much the same setup as last time.
I mean, especially losing that much momentum from that first round. Tech is down right now, so we're trying to see if they're able to
Spike down B.
I mean, Arceo is just going nuclear, decided to run it down pretty much, but they've ignored Spike. I mean, a pick on a death, but really, what matters? They have ball.
Yeah, they have two people watching the crosshair, and now it really doesn't seem like Tech might have any way to grab back this round. Guns on UMW's side, and they are stuck in that B main choke right there.
Enemy remaining.
I mean, the round's over just as quick as it started. I mean, not a lot of eco damage coming out of the side of VESPA. The VESPA, Virginia Tech, what are we calling them now?
They're both. The abbreviation is VT on the screen, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know, whatever works. But, I mean, we're going into this next buy round, finally seeing some rifles on the side of Virginia Tech. And, I mean, if you're UMW, right, what's your game plan here? We've run the same setup like 3 times, and we've seen them in the same spots the entire half thus far.
I mean, they are disadvantaged on guns here, obviously being a bonus. But again, with it being a bonus, they don't necessarily have to win this round. They just need to take away guns from UMW. Or from Virginia Tech.
A lot of exchanges of eco here. Saving twice. Basically face checking the other way.
Yeah, they know he's up there now, but that smoke able to obscure where he's at. Tech able to start putting on the pressure down mid. Able to take a decent amount of space here, and now they have an option select. They can go A or B. They have a decent way to get in on both sides now.
And I mean, they do have the main advantage as well. Being down a man while already being down eco, I really want to see these teams playing in pairs, really trying to trade each other out, because it looks like we're going for a pretty late B split here, and they have the setup for it.
Looks like they're trying to commit to B here. Showing their presence. Kev able to get a pick on Cytron.
I mean, what really can you do there? And
yeah, and this...
It's 2v5 to take on eco disadvantage. There's not really a lot we're going to be able to make happen.
Saturn here is kind of lurking up into this mid here. It seems like they know he's there, though. Trying to take this one here. Saturn able to get that pick. Now reduced down to a 1v3. Near the end, it looks like
eco damage.
Yeah, it pretty decent eco damage. It looks like Tech was going to be able to keep all of their guns on them, but UMW made sure that wasn't the final result.
I mean, honestly, in that situation where you're down 2v5 retake, finding kills, if any, even I think 2 as well. Honestly, something to be happy about. I'd take that. I mean, and now we're back into the buy on buy, and I really want to see these teams making, you know, smart decisions, not just face checking, making individual plays. We've had the same setup for almost the past, I guess, 3-4 rounds. I really want to see how this plays out. Eventually, they're going to figure out that we have the same setup.
The UMD starting to make an aggressive push into mid here, trying to take that space. Vespa starting to funnel in. Jet ended up dashing out on point. Cytron stuck underneath Hell.
One down. My
And
ult's
Jet
ready.
trades out just quickly. I mean, not that big, especially when you're stuck Hell. Find the one pick on KO as well.
Yeah, but now we're stuck in the 3v3. Saturn able to get a pick on Syria. Saturn takes out
Spike
2, and now it's
down
just the
A.
Killjoy that's coming up from mid. Notices his presence now.
I mean, there's not a lot you can do in a really strong round at a UMW. I mean, and these guys flip the switch. You can just see in the way that they're trading each other, their spacing. It's not something to joke about. They are playing in pairs, which is it's really good to see, especially from the recent games that I've been seeing here at Beltway. especially on a set. Something that's been a big issue is just spacing. Also, for the life of me, I'm gonna turn into Voldemort the way my nose is congested right now. It is
Oh
bad
my god,
today.
same.
My allergies are trending.
Whenever you're talking, I'm leaning away from the mic and sniffling.
Yeah, I'm like,
Get out of my
trying
way.
to like, I'm gonna put a plunger to my face. Anyways, stacked up A main, we do have the same setup. They're starting to realize this. They're starting to ignore mid. But on this eco disadvantage, they really have to either play stupid as a team or play passive as a team. You can't really make individualistic plays.
Blocking sight.
Here, they at least do have the Jet knives to be able to accommodate for that, and Jet's able to take the space. Look up to Heaven here. Saturn able to get a random pick on whoever's trying to close switch here.
Finds one. Gets spammed through wall. Unfortunate from 43 and too low. Strong point straight.
One enemy remaining.
And the round's over almost as quick as it started, and we're going 4-1 for the half.
Yeah, UMW is looking really, really solid here. They are the 13th seed going up against the 4th seed, but you know, it looks like they're really holding their ground right now.
This is a very even game so far. I'm actually, well, I know the score may not say it, but at least from the way that we've been playing these buy rounds, it is very even. The refrags are coming out pretty much par for par. And it's just really the end of the rounds are where we find, you know, just that little foot gap where, you know, one team just decides to pull ahead by an inch or two. And I mean, the scoreboard especially, Kev and Jet are kind of holding their team down while the picks are really scarce on the side of Virginia Tech.
Yeah, another full buy coming in. UMW looks pretty cozy in their econ. They lose this round, that's fine. They're still able to pick up guns, still able to get stuff.
I mean, 4-1 with 3 ults on the board, and Virginia Tech only having KJ, what you really need to find some value here.
Look at UMW. They're,
B main.
yeah, pushing 3 up B main, trying to catch something. But looks like the read was wrong. If VESPA notices, they might have the opportunity to pop out on site here, and it looks like they are making that nice execute, able to lock down some space, forcing a 5v5 retake.
You should
I
run.
really want to see stronger post plan out of the side of VESPA here. That was an issue that they originally had last round. They kind of took a lot of individual fights, you know, a lot of separate, not really playing off of each other as much as UMW has been these past few rounds. Sight KJO covered the space, and I mean, big peek out of VESPA. God, and Jet goes nuclear. What is KO doing? Hello?
I mean, beautiful, beautiful picks from Jet, able to sit out in garden just for a little bit. And as UMW tries to retake the space after that Killjoy ult, 1, 2, 3, 4 kills on the side of Virginia Tech's Jet. This is looking amazing for them.
I mean, are we not going to talk about the bug on the side of the KO there? He was posted up, just locking into our eyes. I mean, I'm not too sure. I might need to clip that later, but
I mean, Spectator just kind of does that too. This happens all the time. It's so strange.
Yeah, he was a little bit sick and tired of it. He was not having none of that. But I mean, looking at the scoreboards, the picks are so even on the side of UMW. They're definitely a more well-rounded team. But that's not to say that individuals can't make a team. And VESPA has a lot of individuality right now.
Ooh, beautiful pick from Zipper and Diamond early. Surya getting the refrag here. But now down to a 4v2. I didn't even realize that Tech had lost so many players. It's just 2 people now trying to get back on site.
I am the hunter.
I mean, I would love to see Zipper just hop out with the
Last player
I'd
standing.
love to see it. And immediate cleanups out of Saturn. I mean, the refrags are crazy on the side of UMW.
I mean, the communication here is just, it's looking fantastic. They have each other's backs, and Tech a little bit scattered here or there. You see they're pushing together as a unit and, you know, sticking together, but it doesn't mean much when you're not actually refragging each other.
And I mean, we saw it at the original mid play. We saw KO and Jet playing off of each other. The spacing was solid. Jet walks up, holds space. KO immediately swing off the pick and finds another one almost immediately. And then the Omen blind coming out of Saturn. There was no realm in which we lost that mid fight.
Powerless.
Yeah, look at UMW's setup now. Their B-side hold is sitting back on site. Instead, they're giving them the space to come in, but Diamond able to downrange an Asian.
Down B.
Basically, so your Jet finds one. One looking great, but I mean, you really play them. Surya finds the refrag 2-2. Calm down lane. Still a very winnable round on the side of Virginia Tech here.
I mean, this is I think we've been talking about the whole round now. Are they able to play well together? Both teams are stuck together now. They're able to play off each other. It just depends on if they will.
I mean, we can see the spacing on the side of UMW. They are on each other. There's no room for individual fights. There will be a refrag regardless.
Saturn faking the open ult
Enemy
scene.
remaining. Last player standing.
What an open ult. I mean, like, I thought that was just for info, but to commit?
I mean, to commit,
I'm
there's
coach slot. That's I'm screaming. I'm like scared for my life here because all the ways that could have gone wrong.
I mean, specifically committing to the ult while your teammate is taking a fight, you have insane amounts of faith that your teammate is not going to immediately die and them turn on you.
I mean, and it almost happened as well. Like, Jet had the right knew where Omen was, and almost won the fight as well. Like, it was sketch, but I mean, a very close round. UMW pulls through, and you can just see by the way they play, especially on that lane take. I mean, on the side of Virginia Tech, they were a little bit more spaced out. It looked like they didn't really have a clear idea of what they wanted to do. But UMW basically playing off of each other. KJ hold lane, Omen hold stairs. There's no room for error.
Yeah, VESPA now showing another B main push.
Placing swamp grenade.
A lot of the fights have been just pure main fights as well. At least on all of their attack runs, they've been mostly just main fights. I think we saw one smoke the entire round.
They're forcing the retake here, and UMW is able to regroup rather quickly, but that Killjoy lockdown is going to cause a fair bit of calamity that Silval is going to be able to take care of it, but Kev now so deep in. If UMW doesn't check this, this could be 1 or 2 just for Kev. Diamond able to take out 1 and Kev trading him out. It will take 2 from this precarious spot here, but Diamond able to trading him out. Now we're in a 3v2 for VTech. Back to a 2v2. This is the same position once again. Raging Asian able to find that pick and back to 1v1. I mean, these trades are just coming back and forth. The Jet Knights are still online though. Now see if he's faking or not. Not.
I mean, that's exactly what I'm talking about, right? These teams are so evenly matched in their cycle, and then up until the last few seconds of the round, one team just pulls ahead by an inch or 2. And I mean, it's fun to watch. I'm enjoying myself, honestly. But I mean, the eco on both sides is terrible now. I mean, that goes to show how even it is. UMW up by 3 rounds, but yet their eco's arguably worse than Virginia Tech here.
Flashbang.
For the first time, looks like we might be running a fake here as well. Very bold considering we've run just pure main hits every single round, but it looks like it's starting to work.
Yeah, UMW starting to use a pretty committal fast rotate. That Jet already out on site, but not enough time where they're be able to completely convince UMW to fully rotate. But now they're going to have clear control of site. Kev trying to take this fight against Zipper ends up losing it, but it's just good enough that it draws them away from site now. And now Saturn
blind setup flash here,
debating whether or not they want to commit to this. Gonna wait out for the retake.
Be perfect as well.
They do have the numbers advantage.
Decides not to commit the flash. This could be their downfall. If they popped that flash just a second earlier, the freest 2K of their life, but
I mean, look at this
nuclear to bring his team home.
Look at this Soba here. He's gonna jump through window. He's able to find any. Perfect from Surya, able to find 3.
I got it.
Wow.
And I mean, it's times like these especially, right? Watching it back, I mean, I'd like to assume that UMW would watch a VOD back and see things like this, and just deciding not to commit a blind. I mean, the freest 2K of their life right there if they just sent it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's times like that where you really can't blame it on anyone in particular, but just an unfortunate. It's luck at that point. I mean, unfortunate, really.
I mean, after that fake, it looks like Tech is back to it. Doing one of their classic main pushes here.
I mean, they've basically instilled in mind that can do fakes now. So at this point, they have to commit to checking. they have to find this early info to see if it is committed. Because they can't have rotate people instantly, which you saw here last time.
A fine death.
Dead, and Rin trades him out almost immediately. Ryan, Rin?
Rin, it looks like oh, it might be Ryan actually.
I could be Ryan. You know, the nose congestion is getting
True. But yeah, holding a beautiful hold on site here. That Jet main is going to put so much pressure on them. UMW not able to find the space they need to be able to take back site. Looks like they're trying to regroup here. Find an opportunity to strike.
Save. I mean,
oh yeah,
the eco is bad as well. Virginia Tech looking like almost a different team. The way they flipped the switch and started playing more as a group. I mean, I'm very happy to see it. It does look like a different group of actual teammates instead of individual.
Ragent, don't. Okay.
I mean, $50 knife. You know, you gotta look at it. It is worth the money.
Last round before the
frags,
switch.
I mean, you can't be too upset. Friendly reminder to put in the VOD, make all your players equip the default knife, but for scrims or tourneys, they will pull it out a lot less.
My biggest issue when I did scrim Overwatch was I would melee cancel reload because I thought it looked cool, but I'd just keep mashing reload and melee canceling it, and I'd get caught out because I was like creating Tracer or something trying to flank, but
I have very minimal scrim experience from Overwatch, but honestly, I'd have way too many issues with it just meleeing and spam meleeing just because I like the quick melees. But looking like
Zipper not cut out in the corner there, but
3K.
Oh, I didn't even realize I was so focused on Zipper not able to find it.
Last player standing.
Look at me and like but what a really strong round, and Virginia Tech bringing it back, not the same team we saw
Switching
3 rounds
sides.
ago.
Yeah, able to even up the score with a perfect 6-6 half. I mean, Virginia Tech now on defense here.
Turret out.
You know, they've been really good at setting the tempo from what I've seen. Able to define where they're going to push and kind of breaking UMW's legs a bit. Let's see how they do when they're on the back for themselves.
I mean, UMW looking a lot more like a synergized, coordinated team. I'm really excited to see how they play this. I think there'll be a lot more, how do I put it, team-oriented plays. Not to say that Virginia Tech wasn't team-oriented, but there were a lot of swing or be swung moments, and that is definitely what looks like the vibe of their team.
There were a lot of Diamond getting 3Ks.
Diamond was kind of, I mean, call him Mr. 3K, or Mrs. or, you know,
Blocking sight.
3K themselves. They were going ham last round. I mean, for really early site control, a survival smoke as well.
There they are.
Blood might just be enough to just...
Spike down B.
I'm trying to get out back to 3v3 here.
We're down to a 2v2, and
It's always the 2v2 on B side, man. It's always the 2v2 on B.
It's gonna turn into a 1v1 as well. It might as well be.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, we're actually winning defender pistol run. Going into this half, we have the momentum, and I mean, especially with the way that Virginia Tech plays, I could see this being very strong for them, especially with their individual style, being able to swing, get their ecos, get that momentum, ego up.
Turret out.
We
You're crunking out a little bit there, but I get the general idea of what you're trying to say. 5 rounds in a row is not nothing, and Virginia Tech, such aggressive players, they're gonna be able to use this momentum well, but UMW, hard pushing Cat here is able to find 1-2, but oh my god, we keep talking about this Raging Asian, able to find 3 himself back to a 1v2. Citron is gonna try to find a way out of this, isolates this down to a 1v1 here, 6 health, and Kev is holding a Guardian in hand, so now Citron is going to try to find his way out. This is a Killjoy 1v1. Guardian v Guardian. What a great fake from Citron here, though. Starting to clean up the stuff he doesn't have too much info on, starting to push out to site here, trying to find every opportunity to find a way out. But Kev is just waiting. It's just waiting. He knows the time is on his side. That spike has to go down before Kev has to be the first to move.
30 seconds left.
But Citron getting pretty anxious here. Kev is definitely just waiting for that sound cue. But Citron committing to the plant here, and now Kev jumps to action here.
Spike
2 mollies,
planted.
100 health and 25 shield. 1 shot on Citron is able to handle it here. 4 bullets left on the mag. Citron takes 1 shot. They know exactly where the other person is, and Kev able to win the 1v1, proving to be the better Jet, specifically holding a Guardian.
All right, and I apologize for that, but I had a bit of a technical issue on my side. Am I good? Are we good?
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
All right, I'm back. What did I miss?
Yes, Kevin Citron stuck in a tense 1v1. Citrons was stuck on Heaven. They're trying to find where Kev was, and Kev's sitting out on Catwalk, trying to also find where Citron was, but due to Citron being the one having the spike, he plants the spike, basically reveals to Kev where he is, takes a 1v1, Kev ends up winning.
Fortunate. I mean, really, still a really strong eco round as well. They really embodied the group idea and playing together as well. Really strong round.
And especially now they're keeping that momentum going, even though it was a rough 1v1 that Kev 100% could have lost. That's still, how many rounds in a row? 5?
They're putting up really crazy numbers, and Death being almost 1 HP off round rip from some unlucky spam from Kev. We could find an immediate pick pretty quick here.
But yeah, UMW collapsing fast. Kev able to find 1 on Zipper.
Saturn finds 1, Diamond finds 1, and I mean, it's a 4v3. They really need to kill this guy backside before they get pressure from the other defenders rotating. And Saturn is just mowing like a Hoover vacuum cleaner backside. It's
Spike planted.
I mean, fighting a 1v4 there was pretty much nothing he was able to do, but now on this eco, or on this bonus here, Diamond stuck at 1. Asian able to take 1, able to take 2.
1 enemy remaining.
Able to find that gun and
nuclear for his team.
he's able to win that out. That Bucky is staring down the neck of Citron. Makes that jump peek, but is able to spam out. Citron able to finish out the round there.
And what a disgusting spray transfer. Win or lose, I mean, you can't lose mental after that. That was insane.
I mean, also on top of that, you know, we see the round loss, but look at the economic damage that caused to UMW. Losing 4 rifles in that game, in that round, must hurt.
Turret out.
I mean, we're also going into this. We have our KOO on the side of Virginia Tech as well. There is a lot of room to make a play, and we really need to bring around almost off rip. We could see some crazy spam out of Kev. He's been nuclear in the past few rounds.
Ooh, the dart does find people, and Kev is sitting there, but ends up backing up. You know how much I want to see spam. You know how much I want to see it.
I saw it last round, but we were looking at the same setup as the exact last round.
Never mind, I got my spam full.
I mean, there's the spam, and I mean, flying through refrag. The survival smoke is insane, and more spam. I mean, there you go. You ask for it, ask and you shall receive.
Yeah, Kev able to find another here, instantly getting traded out. But now Surya is the only one left on VT's side. Has an opportunity to take a 1v1 no, but able to TP away, and now Surya has to find his way back.
Spike planted.
Citron, yes, it's a mid waiting for him. Evening out the score here.
I mean, this is such an even match. It is honestly kind of ridiculous. I mean, we look at the scoreboard and we see some players, yeah, some players are having some insane games. And I mean, Asian, not statistically looking insane, but impact-wise, has been finding the most impactful frags, I think, at least this side of the half. They've been finding crazy impact. 3Ks when needed, you know, 2Ks when they have to. But just the eco damage coming out of this individual player is downright absurd.
And now we're seeing the effects of this eco damage here. Tech is stuck on these deagles here. You know, they do work, but
I mean, 1 taps for days. The craziest thing, I've heard of the GC League. I haven't played for the Collegiate League. I'm looking forward to see if that exists, though. once again, stuck with the double backside. I mean, like, being forced into double boathouse, you think they would switch up their setup in some way in hopes of making it easier, because they've been getting mowed down.
Yeah, VT is coming out of the smoke here, trying to find as many as possible. And Saturn mowing them all down once again. And now VT 2 stuck on site. I'm pretty sure they don't have access to rifles here. But UMW trying to get out. Kev's able to find a gun here.
I mean, Ryan basically just swinging around full force, not a care in the world. There was no fear in that man's eyes.
I mean, all this momentum we were talking about coming from VT, it stops at a halt here. This economic damage has been devastating for them.
I mean, especially on the side of Virginia Tech, putting up 6 straight rounds is no joke. And yeah, now we're starting to see that comeback from UMW, but if it's looking like how the previous rounds have been, we could see Virginia Tech with another snowball round. All it takes is one. I really want to pull out a very strong round win to snowball off it.
Yeah, that Jet able to get the pick off on Zipper. And Ryan finding the spam. Let's go!
Not another solo, not a cent. I mean, it's unbeatable.
It really is unbeatable. There's nothing you can beat it, yeah. Nothing you can do.
5-3 with 3 ults on the board on the side of Virginia Tech. This round should not even be contested. This should be the glorious round of our lives. And this could be what's needed to start our snowball. We have the ults. You know, we have the man advantage as well. Time on the board. Our setup is strong. We have the space. We know nobody's mid, at least for right now. And I mean, the cross on Tree Cat, this round should be unlosable.
Yeah, now they're pushing up Cat. Let's see if this cross is able to do anything. Atsuria almost messes up there, but able to find 3. Oh, Kev actually getting the last kill there, but that cross looks fantastic from them, holding on to all 3 ults as well. And Jet and Sova 1 point away from unlocking theirs.
Really strong plays. Virginia Tech not looking like the team we saw the first 3 rounds of this game. Coming in on pistol, on bonus, on our first buy round, looked like a very individualistic team. But, you know, we're like 19, 20 rounds in, and they look like a different breed. Something has changed in these players.
What's this?
Deployed.
Yeah, now UMW, you know, laying back B, trying to see if Tech is going to make an early mistake here. Starting to push a little bit of presence up mid. Diamond already getting halfway up Cat, and so you see Cat doesn't really have that many people protecting it right now.
This could be dated, like, this looks like it could end up.
No, it wasn't dangerous. It wasn't. Jet able to just take 2.
Swinger re-swung.
Last player standing.
Again, Virginia Tech pulling out their individualistic plays when needed. I mean, Jet just swings, finds 2. Oh, nice setup, but I know you practice this in scrims for several hours a day, but goodbye.
I mean, we've already looked at this. I casted top 4 for the last Beltway battles, and VTech, while they're on stage, they have the same energy. They are aggressive, they are loud, and they play individualistically. And that's what we saw last season from them. And it looks like they're kind of able to repeat that momentum they were gaining here.
I mean, 4 ults on the board, 1 off Sova, and all we really have to solve or take it on our eco is K-Bit. And I mean, this setup, the fight site through, I really want to see us playing off each other now. Big pick. Could be deadly. We're all held up in B-Bane.
Killjoy does go down. Tech doesn't have access to the Sova ult to shut that out. So looks like they're going to give UMW the site here, but still holding out. Kev's Molly takes care of Citron here, and Citron downs Raging Asian. But if they're able to restabilize here, he has 3 left on his res. It looks like he actually is getting res. Yeah. 4v2 now.
Cooling down. Shutting them down.
1 enemy remaining.
I mean, that's what's so good about that Fortnite down that KO has access to, is that if they're able to restabilize after the fight, it's like they never lost a player.
It's also
Spike planted.
basically the equivalent of having a walking solo. I mean, either full killing him or ignoring him and walking away.
Thanks.
And
It is-
Virginia Tech shutting them down once again.
I mean, yeah, these momentum plays are looking beautiful. We're getting into the later parts of the game here. Tech 2-round wins away from taking this after being down 6-2.
I mean, for the first time, we're seeing a timeout as well, but for the first time, we're seeing a tremendous eco gap. I mean, like on the side of Virginia Tech, we're seeing 9,000s, we're seeing 8,000s, 7, like high numbers, and we're also seeing an op on the board for the first time, which UMW hasn't had to deal with at all this half. So I feel like this could be very big potential if we play this properly to catch the freest pick of our lives. We have been basically face checking everything on the side of UMW. We could see a really early pick and a really early round win, almost solidifying that round for the side of Virginia Tech. I want to see some aggressive jet hopping.
No, yeah, I'm definitely really excited, especially while Virginia Tech is in this mood, this, for lack of a better term, like ego-y, I'm gonna take my ones and I'm gonna win them.
We basically watch Blue Lock.
Yeah, that jet really might make a difference there, and especially that momentum, even mid-round, when they find one, when they find two off that op, the rest of the team just gets powered up because they go, all right, how are we gonna lose this now?
Exactly, and I mean, a timeout to be on the side of UMW. If you're UMW's coach here, what do we have to do as a team, especially with our eco basically on the verge of breaking, to bring it back from 9/11?
There.
I mean, yeah, you said this. Oh my God, this is so true. If they lose this round, their eco is going to be in the dumps for at least the next round, and ooh, that's a game point for them. That Jet though, able to find that first pick that we were talking about, pinged though with Saturn, teleports very riskily on site, trying to find a pick of the Jet, not able to. Now VTech kind of split, but ooh, Citron rotating in. He's definitely being heard. It's inevitable that he's going to die here. Yep, Surya able to find that pick out. And now a 3v5 coming from UMW with VTech having an insane amount of control over each part of the map. I don't see a way that Tech loses this.
With the KG ult being out as well, we also have and another
One
pick on our
enemy
jet
remaining.
There's no way we lose this round.
Yeah, I mean,
There's a world we give this kid a full right to fives, but I mean, there's only so much he can do.
denying your teammate the knife there is so sad, but honestly, this looks like Tech's game. This very much looks like Tech's game here. Look at they have 2 ults online, and if we look, I'm pretty sure they're fairly close. No, never mind. They only have the Jet and the Omen ult online, but if we look at UMW, they're on a pretty all right buy here, having to buy a few light shields, and also 0 access to ults. They're not finding ults this game, or this round.
Especially with the Jet Knives and the Omen ult, we have the ability. I really want to see our Omen ulting B site off of a fast B hit and just fighting it. We have nothing to lose, especially on the side of Virginia Tech. Any pick, even if we lose this round, any pick will send us into a basically free round against Ecos next round.
But UMW choosing to hold back a little bit. I mean, that's actually, I feel like it's a pretty good choice here. They know VTech is feeling their stride. They might do something a little risky and get punished for that, but Chat's starting to push up here.
Very close. Could have been a collat. That would have been a game ender. But still a lot of this finding off of this option. A little bit of spam. No KG's been lurking pretty much the entire time. I really need to see how this is quarter Jet here.
This Jet is being pushed back side here, so they're going to need to be able to find some space to either protect the Jet or give Jet opportunity to find some kills. And now Ryan finding 2 through the door and about to break it. Raging Asian finding the third. It looks like this is back breaking for UMW. Just the 1 killjoy left. Citron, is he going to be able to 1v3 this to keep UMW in the game? Let's see.
I mean, I've seen my fair share of alpha airs, but I don't see it coming out of the side of UMW here. But you never know, especially at times like these where egos are high and we're feeling overly confident. We could make some dumb plays.
Yeah, no, they don't. Though it's all right. Yeah,
win.
You know, I mean, maybe next time.
Maybe next time.
That's for map 2. That's why we have the second map. That's exactly why. And I mean, you know, really strong performance out of Virginia Tech. They did bring it back, looking like an entirely different team. when we went into this pistol round, I was really thinking it was in UMW's favor, and I'm pleasantly surprised with how the game turned out.
Yeah, I mean, what adaptations are we looking for from UMW to be able to take the second map and maybe the set?
Honestly, I think for UMW here, especially going into Haven, a very safe map, but still very op dominant. I need us to be playing off of our info more and kind of just playing off of our util a little bit more as well. That op found way too much value for what it was, and a lot of our plays were just very repetitive, very easy to read out. I want to see some more variety, if anything.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to head to a quick break here, but make sure to stay tuned for VESPA versus UMW Map 2. See you around. This was stock for Haven. Now,
I don't believe so.
they just both have the same strat.
Apparently, they had the same idea. I know Jet is still really good. Sova is still really good. I mean, I've seen Harbor Viper as well.
Did
But
something cool happen on Reddit like the other day?
I mean, somebody discovered something. They gotta, or we're back in like.
I mean, I can't even tell you what time frame this looks like. Like, I mean, like, yeah, Breach obviously works well in Haven, but I have not seen a Breach in forever. As much as I love Breach so much. Like last time, maybe it's because I haven't watched a Valorant. Last time I distinctly remember seeing Breach was Vision Strikers. Yeah, coming into this first round here looks pretty standard. Jeez, UMW pushing up B here with a pretty aggressive push right now, taking all this space here, and now VTech starting to get prepared for the retake, leaving their Killjoy in the back though, because they know that there's going to be somebody trying to come window to flank them. Raging Asian able to find one there. Zipper and Diamond finding finding three, and now VTech just has the one raise left. It is a Deke though, and we know Dekes do work.
I mean, down to 1v2. Only one body needed to kill Zipper here. Could find it. It is possible. And they don't find it. Unfortunate. Well, very strong opening round at a UMW. But we saw this last time. This happened the exact same way on Ascent. So I really don't want to see them lose their footing when they have this advantage.
Yeah, I mean, we've been saying this whole set, right? All it takes is takes for Tech is that one dominant round, and then they start snowballing. So I'm excited to see if that starts or when that starts.
I also, I mean, like, we're on the side of tech. We have the map, right? We have no fear. If we lose this, we're not out in any way. Obviously, we want to win, but I mean, we're able to take these fights with confidence, which we've already seen is Tech's strong suit. They have that ego. They have that ability to swing. So this should feel that even further, I'd like to think.
And now UMW already out on site. Notably, they're keeping this Killjoy deep in spawn here, waiting for any lurk.
One enemy
A
remaining.
beautiful flash, but unfortunately no trade out of it. And what even happened?
What? They were all stacked in this. Did somebody just spray it?
The bodies just kept dropping, and I mean, we found one out of the raise nade, but I, for the life of me, don't even know what happened last round. I checked minimap after it all happened, and it's just a bunch of X's, nothing really to cast.
Stream quality is
just
mediocre
death.
for me right now. It just looked like one big X for me, frankly.
I mean, it happened all extremely quick. I mean, anyway, going into the buy round, it's looking like we're bonusing on the side of Zipper, going for a Bucky, maybe putting up an early optics round.
UMW is picking up one rifle though, putting it on the Killjoy.
Interesting considering KJ lurk, and I mean, our Rays basically sacrificing our breach with these satchels.
Yeah, Tech's Ray is able to find two there. They know that Killjoy's in the lurk, so they're not even going to interact with her at all. Not giving them satisfaction. And now a 5v2 coming from Tech's side.
I mean, I gotta ask, putting the rifle in the hands of this KJ, obviously, you want them to be finding these picks. You want them to be taking these aggressive fights. I mean, that's the point of the hero rifle, is changing the round. But taking these really, really late engagements where there's not really a lot of impact regardless of if you get the kill or not. I mean, even if you do kill Raze there, what impact do you really get?
Now Saturn fighting a 1v5 here, VTech, with a pretty dominant round 3.
We already have Razold on the board.
Oh my goodness, we do. How much is Razold at now? 8? Oh my god.
8, yeah, 8 in round 3. I mean, like, I want to see us burn this quick.
I forgot they made ults like really hard to get to. I was like, oh my god, Razold is 8, and then I looked at the rest of the board. I went, huh?
Yeah, no, everybody else, I mean, like, we're close on the side of Zipper as well, but having our Razold already, we should be able to make a really fast, really dominant early retake.
I mean, every round that you don't use this Razold, you're burning opportunities to build another one, right? So, getting shot here, but they are all stuck up A. Raze taking this fight, not committing the ult.
I mean, the potential to get almost 4, fortunately.
But what a beautiful shock here from Kev. Not able to find anything from it. But, oh my god, a gorgeous flash, but just enough people to trade him out.
I mean, the early C's and the nade, unfortunately not killing the breach. You gotta wonder if we use that Razor inside of UMW just to solidify taking this game long. I mean, the nade could have killed our entire team.
Oh, absolutely. Able to find nade 1, able to find 2 here, playing the 1v3. This is 100% winnable, but that stun is going to, seal the deal there.
I mean, I gotta wonder at this point, right? If we look at our ults, we now have a counter Razel. I feel like if we had burnt Razel on the side of Virginia Tech, we probably could have won the round.
The thing is there, that isn't even a result that gets 1 or 2. They were so clumped up, it could have just won the round, like on the spot. It wasn't
absolutely, and I mean they were seized too. They were stuck there. It was crazy to me that the nade didn't kill anybody, but even further, we just kind of dry swung it when we had the opportunity to basically nuke them. Very early A control. We have a lot of space on the defender side, and it looks like we're gonna end up face checking this. Raze could find very big early picks on the side of Virginia Tech. I'm hoping for it. I want to see it.
Able to find 1 here on his way out, though. Does get traded out. Losing that Razel on the way, and now UMW is the team with the Raze ult available. These Killjoys are playing their little dancey game of 1v1 while the rest of the team is actually doing real work and getting out on site.
A across the map, you know, doing KJ things, taking 1v1s Garage and Grass, while, I mean, our Omens are fighting World War II on site.
Spike
He frags
down
out of
A.
nowhere, and I mean, where's our KJ? Late mid. So, let's see, I mean, let's see the KJ 1v1. The timing is crazy.
Like, I'm
And
trying to
honestly,
find-
this, I mean, if I had to sum up KJ, I feel like this would probably be the play I would use. No disrespect to either team, I just find KJ Lurks to
30
be
seconds left.
hilarious.
I mean, they basically through that entire fight. I feel like if we go through like a quick replay or something, and you look back at just mid, they were just butting heads there. Nothing was happening between them.
Absolutely, and then I mean, you just cut to our Omen fighting World War II against 3 people and just
10
instant
seconds
refrags.
left.
Our KJ still kind of on a lurk in a way. Obviously, not a bad idea to save here. Virginia Tech finding another round. I mean, 2v3, or 2-3. Sorry. A little bit of a teabag exchange, and I mean, you earned it. You got the round win, but Citron might swing anyways. A little bit of a having an issue trying to make up their mind there, it looks like. And we still have the Razor on both sides. So I mean, by now, with how fast we cranked out the first 2, we could have had like at least another one.
I mean, so if we look at this here, where they're having an active fight on site, and 2 of the players in each team are clogged up in mid, which team gets the advantage off of that? Is that defenders or attackers?
Well, honestly, I think it's either way, because realistically, the fight was so close. And I mean, it's been the way for both teams as well. The trades were just inch by inch, and then one team just found that dead. So one more pick.
We're looking at a pretty strong execute for UMW, but Raze is jumping up, and now that ult is coming out, able to take out Death, fighting a 5v3 here now for UMW. They're trying to find a way in on this site, but able to reduce this down to a 4v3. At least Citron gets the lurk up Garage, and now they have one other factor to worry about.
Unimportant.
Last player
Find
standing.
one. Citron finds it. There's 2v1 our Omen. You know, I mean, gotta leave it in the hands of the Omen. And now we're back.
Kev, pull out your gun. Kev, pull out your gun. Thank you.
Kev could be aware.
I got so scared.
$35 knife.
Kill everyone, and our
Yeah,
job gets a
there we go.
whole lot easier.
I mean, the 3, like, what more can you really ask for? We got both of the results out of the way. But I mean, probably in the worst fashion we could have used them. We could have got so much more value if we had used them earlier in the game.
Yeah, now those raises are stuck at 2 out of 8 and 1 out of 8. But coming into this round, Tech looks like they're gonna have their lockdown and their big breach, big boy stun up fairly soon. Oh, as well as their fatal.
Look at this eco disadvantage, though.
Oh my goodness!
All
I didn't even look at
sheriffs,
that.
light shields. It's kind of ridiculous. I mean, we don't have ults on the board to solidify this, and we're playing split up as well.
And a
I was
beautiful
really
pick.
hoping to see us like 5 group. I didn't even notice. Wait, what?
I mean,
Where did this happen?
the
Hello?
thing that Tech knows is that they can just choose not to take these long fights, right?
But I mean, it also is advantageous for them, seeing as how, I mean, they're basically in a perfect world, right? Both players hit a headshot.
Vandal is
every
gonna win,
single
yeah.
time. Once,
Spike down mid.
and Kev going nuclear, just deciding,
One
hey,
enemy remaining.
Oh, okay.
gotta find those
yeah.
ecos.
Just one more from this, and now that Fade is stuck in the corner there. Tries to make the swing peek, but now VTech getting back their momentum. This might be what we're talking about in terms of that momentum swing that we keep seeing.
I mean, unfortunately, like, when you think ecos, right, you don't think a bunch of individual players, you know, just looking for their 1v1 fights, and that's kind of what we ran a bunch of 1v1s. And I mean, Kev just decimating. You're walking into basically, it's like putting LeBron in a basketball game with a bunch of 6-year-olds. Like, it's just unfair.
It's insane comparison.
I mean, it is though. Putting a Vandal against a Sheriff, like, it was rough.
Oh, I thought you were calling UMW
Mid
6-year-olds.
swings
Oh.
immediately. No. I was saying a Sheriff versus a Vandal is like putting LeBron in a basketball game versus a bunch of 6-year-olds.
I mean, but we're looking at this round now. UMW actually has a pretty decent hold on site here.
Planted.
VTech is forced to play
I mean,
this,
the breach setup,
V3 or 2v5, 2v4,
the
3v4.
breach,
I don't know
the breach
numbers.
setup for the ult retake. I mean, there's only one on site.
Now they're like,
I'm
"Who tried
baffled.
He gets traded out, and all of a sudden, UMW has lost their advantage. Kev is pushing up. I don't think they do not have a damn clue if Kev is there.
One enemy remaining.
Never mind.
Disgusting. And there's your round to UMW. I honestly am very confused as to what's happened. I mean, we start off the round with 2 mid-window swings and immediate trades, and then our Breach getting caught on the flank with his util out. I mean, I don't know who we're flashing for, but maybe we're trying to cosplay as the enemy Breach here.
Is it
Who
better in
knows?
that situation
But
just to
We
not?
do have 2 ults on the side of... I mean, like... Okay, also, I'm like mad lagging. I just realized.
There.
Don't mind me. Anyways,
worries.
I think in that situation, honestly, you kind of just have to shift walk. And that's one of those situations where I want to see you with your knife out. I want to see you just, minding your own business. Setting up the util, it's maybe a second priority at best.
If VTech already trying to play retake out of sight, they're giving UMW all this space here, but providing that they do have 2 on the lurk.
You should run.
I mean, we see the KJ called. We see the KJ ult come out, obviously. And looking at the map setup, I mean, we're forced to we're playing this like it's Fracture almost. We have 2 people on each funnel to come out very late. Could be big picks here on the side of the KJ and the Omen.
The fight coming soon at A main.
The KJ finds both immediately, and they were aware the entire time. And this round is basically over.
Last player standing.
Yeah, UMW, what a fantastic round from them.
The rounds that we're winning on either side are just... They're either extremely nail-bitingly close, or they are a landslide, and they're over within 20 seconds. And even the rounds where they're nail-bitingly close are over in 20 seconds. These rounds are fast. We do have 3 ults on the side of Virginia Tech as well. Another Razor. I mean, we're not quite close to it on Zipper quite yet, but we do have the Razor. We do have the KJ ult. Virginia Tech has a lot of possibilities to, snowball off of these ults. And I mean, we left our C site open like we had the door unlocked and somebody snuck in to steal the fine China. We could still retake pretty heavily. We have KJ ult down. Also have Razor if we need it, but we really shouldn't need to use it here.
Yeah, but that lurk coming in, though, doesn't commit to that. Defender Killjoy is going to force them off.
Cover going out.
I mean, we are committing Razor as well. We need to win this round. If we're committing this many ults as well,
it looks like they're definitely going to be able to. Yeah. And they only lose 1 player in the process, but 2 ults there is a pretty heavy cost.
Especially very strong ults like KJ ult and Razor as well. We're denying our ability to play fast retake or safe retake with, Razor with KJ ult. But I mean, the real test of if it was worth is what is our eco looking like here on the side of UMW, right? If we're UMW and we're going into this round with no money, our eco breaks this round. Or if we're on eco, it might have been worth the 2 ults. I mean, especially getting this late in the half.
But yeah, even across the board here, now Tech is trying to put out a little bit of pressure on B, hoping to find 1 or 2 picks early. Radiation C Saturn, and what a pixel peek
shot!
Oh my goodness, this is Rainbow Six Siege?
I don't know if that was just a caster POV, but that shot was disgusting.
That was gross. I mean, now a 4v3 though. UMW does find their 1. This is totally winnable for them. But wait, what is this? What is this lurk from Rin? Oh my god! Oh, he's in there. What?
When did he get up a? I'm
last round in the half.
Give this a full ride scholarship at that point. If I'm watching this, I'm baffled.
You
Marv timing.
You lost connection while you were ranting, so it sounded like you were just that flabbergasted.
Bro, I am flabbergasted, bro. I don't understand.
How does he
Marv
get up
timing.
there?
Give this kid a full ride scholarship at that point. I genuinely do not understand.
Sponsor the club. I mean, yeah.
At that point, dude, give him Red Bull.
But yeah, Tech.
Put this kid on Monster Energy drinks.
Damn, they're starting to push this kid up. They're starting to push pretty effectively, pretty hard up here. Starting to push back here. That Killjoy ult is committed, but the Killjoy does find absolutely nothing.
Where did the Raze ult come from, and where did it go? I mean, big refrags out of both sides, but I mean,
Player standing.
I saw a rocket come flying behind two people, and I don't even know whose side it was on. I'm assuming it was the side of UMW, but I mean, 6-6 half. Looking like the first game all over again.
I mean, I have been out of Valorant for quite a bit of time. I haven't been watching as much as I should have, haven't been playing the game as much. But from my old memory, that is what we call Rosa ult, yes?
Yes, that is indeed a Rosa, but I also... I mean, even if I made an argument for it, ulting our own team would be a questionable strategy. I think we just missed.
You're just trying to get the kills, right? I mean, you kill your own team.
Yeah, I mean,
your number goes up. That's all that matters. That's what gets the scholarship, is the big number, right?
Exactly, right. We forget wins. Absolutely not. If you're dropping kills, they're not going to have a reason to cut you.
You need your analysts to only look at numbers, but otherwise, then you're fine.
Exactly. We just need our analysis to look at the fact that this guy goes 40-2, regardless of what the elo is, regardless of what we're doing to get there. I mean, fast C commit, and there's the spam that we asked for last game, and almost an immediate C hold, but very big potential to fight.
Yeah, I mean that Killjoy able to pick up the lurk there. But UMW starting to find their ones now. Back to a 2v2 here. They're stuck against this Killjoy, and if they're able to find this Killjoy, which they do, now it's just a breach coming up to the garage. That flash is going to be pretty devastating, but Kev able to trade him out. A great pistol round from VTech there.
And I mean, it's honestly scary how good these refrags are on both sides. I mean, coming out of both UMW and VT, I mean, the trades are almost instant. They're fast, and I mean, especially in that fight there towards CT to C-Link, what looked like a unwinnable round on the side of UMW kind of switched pretty quick. Even though they did end up losing, it was still impressive to see them find them refrags.
I mean, it looks like they almost lost their momentum there with UMW getting those 2-3 picks there, but BT able to isolate those 1v1s that mattered in the moment.
Very, very fast out of Raze. I almost said Voltaic. Out of the side of Virginia Tech. I mean, we're on the eco disadvantage. Yeah, I mean, we're aiming. I don't know if we're aiming that hard. We'll find out. But I mean, look at this setup. We're going to walk on. We're basically sneaking on a site here. We don't even need util. And the KJ in spawn once again. Somebody check if their PC is hooked up.
I mean, yeah, the thing with their KJ being in spawn here is that, yeah, UMW is not committing anybody to the lurk now. And now they're technically going to have to fight a 4v5. I'm not exactly sure how much util UMW has access to, but this shorty is going to start pushing through.
I mean, getting very dangerously close.
I'm giving that kills with the shorty. Kev able to find 1-2 there, and their Killjoy is back reunited with their team. Now able to find the third.
I mean, trying to dunk on the high ground there. I mean, we thought we were in Star Wars. Unfortunately, we were not.
Sadly, there is a mechanic in this game that makes it so that you can't just always jump off the high ground and get a kill.
It is over Anakin. We do not have the high ground. I mean,
yeah, sadly, I mean, RNG slightly more powerful than the lightsabers.
It sucks, yeah. Unfortunately, I mean, classic right click versus like Prime Darth Vader. I feel like
classic right click edges it out just a little bit. Maybe it's like 55-45, something like that.
It's pretty close. I mean, my classic would hit for like what 76 per headshot. It's disgusting. Very aggressive plays, just to be shut down by.
Yeah, Death is able
very
to
fast refrags.
Yeah, now back to a 3v3 here. I mean, it always evens out to this last kill here. But they're gonna get pretty free access to site. Kev able to find one and gets traded out. Yep, that's how that works.
I mean, very even. I mean, it's a very even game.
I swear he digged him there. What? Oh, the bomb isn't down yet. Diamond, I mean,
for heaven.
Diamond sketchy. I mean, yeah, it is pretty sketchy. Diamond doesn't have does have the high ground here, so I mean the drop might honestly work. Saturn able to find one, and now all Saturn has, all he has to do is drop. He knows that Diamond is right up there, able to get the kill. And Ryan securing his team a 9-6 lead.
I mean, once again, back at it with the instant refrags both sides, and I mean, it's not as bad for Virginia Tech just because look at this eco, right? Like we are still chilling on one player having 5K, and going into this round on the side of UMW, we're not taking a whole lot of W's.
I mean, it looks exactly like last game, right? They finished first half with a 6-6, completely even, and then VTech wins pistol.
I mean, they keep going is the thing as well. They're not getting too cocky. They're not losing confidence. They're not afraid to swing. Sniped the Boombot out of the air.
Yeah, that poor guy got annihilated.
I mean, I'd be traumatized.
VTech's raise is basically never starting the round with satchels, immediately using it to get in and create that space there, but able to find one on death now, and now starting to fight on site. Zipper and Cytron making their mark, finding 1-2, but Ryan hitting him out, now fighting a 1v3. Able to take out 2 rifles on their way, though, so it wasn't completely lost.
Not entirely, and I mean, once again, we see RKJ, chilling in spawn. Probably playing games on their phones, scrolling through TikTok, you never know. But I mean, once again, same setup. They don't really have to start doing anything until probably the last 2 seconds anyways.
Dude, I want that job. I want a VCT paycheck, but I want to sit and spawn and look at TikTok.
Absolutely. And we're pulling the timeout, finally. I mean, we're looking roughly the same round we pulled it out on Ascent as well. And I mean, if you're UMW's coach, right, and you're trying to snap your team back, I mean, this is a repeat of Ascent, and we're going to have a repeat end. I mean, repeat outcome if we don't snap back to reality. What are we saying to our team here? Even if it's just, hey, lock the fuck in. What are we telling our players here? If we want to bring them back from, I mean, I imagine the mental's got to be in shambles at least a little bit.
I mean, Classic Mark calling this this pause here. Classic Dave, the general manager of #Gaming Arena. I want to see what they both would say here. What is the play? What is the call?
I mean, a perfect mirror comp as well. I mean, like, to an extent, it should be easier to counter strat than if we were looking against 2 different comps, right? We know how this comp's going to play. We play it ourselves. We're playing the exact same comp. We should have a general idea of what the weaknesses to the comp are and how we could be able to exploit them. I'm not too sure if we're going to see that. I mean, looking at the scoreboard as well, the picks, I mean, they do speak for themselves.
We were questioning this raise earlier, but these satchels are just so important. They're less committal than a jet dash, and they're just making the space that VTech needs in the moment.
And within an instant as well, it's way safer than jet dash. It's way easier, I mean, at least in my opinion. And honestly, I mean, being able to buy them off rip, and yeah, you don't get them back, but they can be used for so many different things.
They can be used to clear corners. That's my favorite part.
Or sacrifice your breach coming out of B main, like,
yeah, exactly, something like that.
Earlier.
This is the first time we've seen VTech play slow, though.
Looks like they're trying to flip a switch here. Obviously, we've been playing the exact same way every single time, and it looks like we're opting for a fake. I mean, we're basically watching Ascent V2. This is the exact same way.
No, but look at this.
Played.
Such a beautiful fake here, but that Killjoy. Raging Asian is already so deep in their spawn, able to find an early pick. Their Raze failing the satchel jump. We're going to see him try it again. He's going to actually make it this time, and so that means he's going to win this round now.
Absolutely, and I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we just see a wide swing in the CT, pop and swing it, and just drop all 3 1-taps only. I mean, sign this kid, replace Ye, send him to Bleed Esports.
No, 100%. Now, this never mind. Don't sign him.
Never mind. No.
Ye is fine where he is. But Cytron, able to find 1, able to find 2. They're committing that Raze all dropping down. Able to find a pick on Ryan. And now VTech all of a sudden on the back foot once again. They're able to find Kev. And yeah, getting that round, that might be the momentum stopper that UMW needs.
And I mean, as well on the side of VTech, honestly, if I'm that Raze and basically the round is in their hands. I mean, you get the pick on KJ, you have nade, you're able to nade plant, your team can play way more passive, doesn't need to peek a lot of things. I mean, I couldn't help but put a lot of blame on myself for that round as well. I'm hoping there's not too much in the way of mental loss. I mean, we're up 1-0 in the series. We have nothing to lose.
You're 3 rounds away. right?
Exactly.
Taking up the series and going home, telling your wife and kids that you did it, and not losing your job, right? So
Yep.
we're going to see if are they able to keep this momentum here. If it doesn't get to VT's head, then it hasn't gotten to VT's head. Raze is double satchling it. We're fine.
Raze is basically in CT at this point. Consider them a defender themselves. You know, the speed at which they've been in, and Zipper somehow finds the late lurk. This is anyone's game. Refrags both sides. 3v3 once again. Strong goes nuclear.
Citron is making those marks that we see that Raze ult is online. Oh, some reverse synergy there. The flash and the smoke. But Diamond able to take out Raze with him. And now UMW looking a little more solid than they were before.
The spike is diffused.
Yeah, coming into this round, Raze might be a little shaken up now, but if we're looking at the frags for VTech's side, it's looking very solid, right? Their economy is in a little bit of shambles, but we've seen what they can do as long as they have rifles in their hands. So if they find 1-2 picks here, it isn't looking amazing for UMW either. So
A 2-round difference as well. And I mean, on the side of UMW, we have not 1, not 2, but 4 really strong ults that could honestly bring us home.
Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out.
Raging Asian starting to push up here. The Stinger is going to work and aggressively take Citron's life and, notably, his rifle. And now VTech back on their strong foot here. They've showed a bit of presence C, and UMW beginning to rotate out. It's just the Fade sitting in heaven now. So if they're able to take out Death, that's free access to site.
Still keeping all of our ults on the board. I mean, going into this next round, if we're able to somehow take the lead into an 11-8, it doesn't matter how many ults we have on the board.
Diamond finally taking out the lurk from Raging Asian here. But it's done its work. VTech is already completely out on site with the bomb down, and now UMW has to force this retake in.
I mean, looking at this, they can deciding to commit the fatal. Breach still having a lot of post-plant util to deny this funnel out.
There's so much utility.
They're playing Overwatch at this point.
Yeah, Zipper is taking out Kev. Ball wanted on Spike. The Spike diffuser ends up going down, and VTech finding the 3 that they need, even through this wall of utility. The bomb has been halved, though, so Diamond's able to make some space for himself and take this. He might be able to take the round, but a perfect double peek from Surya, and the Raze here is going to be able to solidify, grabbing the momentum back. And now UMW's invested so much money, so many ults into that fight there that VTech might be back on the strong foot. Yeah, now coming into this round, VTech are 2 rounds away from taking this entire set. UMW starting to make an aggressive push up, down B. Raging Asian knows they're there, but that classic right click that we're so scared of, able to find 1 with that rifle.
Decides to play Titanfall 2 with the movement there and just completely mow him down.
But yeah, crumbles to Diamond there, but VTech already completely out on site. Diamond able to find the rifle that they so desperately need. I'm hoping that the information is conveyed that the entire team is spilling out of main because, oh my goodness, if they don't watch this garage here, it's going to look pretty dangerous. That Killjoy ult is going to keep them offsite or keep them in a tight angle. The grenade hopefully able to keep them safe for a bit, but Saturn not able to find the kill here. Ends up dying for it. Diamond, the last one left on site, has to fight this precarious 1v3 here, and everybody's swinging him 1 by 1. VTech is on match point.
That point and series point as well. I mean, if you're UMW here, going into this next round with not crazy eco, I imagine, at least on the side of a Raze, we're missing some kind of util. I mean, the mental has to be a little bit in shambles, right? We're afraid, at least a little bit. We're down 4 rounds. We need to start putting these maps up on the board.
Yeah, and Killjoy ult and Omen ult both online right now. It's looking good for VTech. They're able to, once they make this aggressive, if they make able to make a super aggressive push, hold down sight and drop a lockdown, and by that UMW is completely locked out.
Grenade.
I mean, there's no fear on the side of Virginia Tech. We still have that KJ ult. And we're walking on a site, basically sneaking up here, getting it for free almost.
Saturn is able to get out, though. That's an important pick that they weren't able to make. Bomb planted in such a great spot for them to be able to hold close plants. VTech, though, Raging Asian is just sitting in that garage, finds Diamond. Ooh, that Fade Dog finds Diamond there, but...
KJ could go nuclear as well.
And Raging Asian able to find the 1-2, and now we're stuck back in a 3v3, a 2v2. It's just on Saturn now to keep his team in here, but as we were talking about, that all too important lockdown is going to force Saturn completely off site. He tries to get the stick here, but
I mean, surely there's no way.
Yeah, there's no way.
And it's closed out on the side of Virginia Tech. And I mean, really impressive. I mean, considering just the way that they've been playing both Ascent and Haven, we start off, we think UMW has it. We think UMW has figured out the secret formula. And Virginia Tech just flipping a switch and deciding, hey, you don't know what we're doing. We do.
Yeah, I mean, what a fantastic set from VTech. We started at the beginning of the set, we harped on this idea of VTech having this super aggressive, super ego style of play where they're just forcing it down their throats that, hey, we're going to run you down and there's nothing you can do about it. And in those earlier rounds, we saw it go even. We saw UMW take a little bit of their footing, but UMW falling off the cliff, put their hand on the cliff and was about to pull themselves off. VTech stepped on their hand, kicked them off, and able to take the set 2-0. It was fairly close, but a 2-0 is a 2-0 nonetheless.
Yeah, I mean, you know, once again, very strong performance considering they're not even, I guess, publicly Virginia Tech, or at least up until recently, going by VESPA, being just the club, being able to put up these numbers against these, you know, more team-oriented, I guess, schools, teams, players, you know, really impressive. I'm very excited to see how they play going forward.
Yeah, I mean, what a fantastic match and a fantastic set from us. I'm Soy, and that's Lumi, and we hope to see you around. Make sure to tune in for the next sets of Valorant Beltway battles coming up. Scheduled soon, sometime. 8 p.m. tomorrow. Yep.
Alrighty. See ya.
See ya.